This is a very brief tutorial on how to get started with Zoom. Come on, everybody's doing it. Jump on the bandwagon, whether it's for work or to keep in touch with friends and family while we're all hunkered down. First, sign yourself up for a free account at zoom.us. Here's where you can sign up or sign in. I've already got an account, so I'll sign in. I'm on my laptop, so I'm using the desktop version. If you're using Zoom from your tablet or smartphone, you'll need to download the mobile app. First, you should add a photo to your profile. If you're not comfortable with having your face front and center, then put a photo of your dog in there, like I did. Be sure to set the correct time zone so you don't miss meetings or webinars you sign up for. Let's go to settings to talk about some security issues. This is especially important when you're the host of the meeting, but even if you're just the participant, these are good things to know. These are the settings for meetings where you are the host. I prefer not to start meetings with the video on, but even more importantly, don't start a meeting with participants' video on. They should have the option of turning their own video on. You can allow participants to join the meeting before you do, but then there might be confusion if they don't see you, especially if they are new to Zoom. Next, do not use your personal meeting ID when scheduling a meeting unless it's a one-on-one with your BFF. But really, there's no need to use your personal ID when Zoom will set a unique meeting ID for you. As an added layer of security, it's also good to require a password. You can embed the password in the meeting link you send to participants, but turning this off means those invited will have to manually enter the password. Be aware, though, that meeting invitations you send to participants, such as via email, can be forwarded to others. Another best practice is to mute everyone upon entry, just like we did with video. Let your participants unmute themselves when they're ready to participate. Chat is another setting that you need to determine whether or not it's a good idea for you to enable. If you are making a presentation and all your participants are muted, this is a way to allow for questions and comments. There are lots of considerations with regard to privacy issues and best practices when you're conducting a live session, especially involving minors. USC has some excellent resources on using Zoom, including how to prevent Zoom bombing, a form of trolling where someone takes over the screen sharing in a Zoom meeting and shows things like pornographic or racist videos or images. Even if you're not planning to host a Zoom session, you should play around with setting one up so you can adjust your own settings. Go to Meetings and select Schedule a New Meeting. Okay, so here you can give your meeting a topic, you can schedule when and for how long, set the time zone. I'm in the Pacific time zone. So you can set all kinds of options, but I'm just going to save this just to show you what it looks like to host a meeting. So now we can immediately start this meeting. It doesn't matter what the scheduled time is. So if you haven't already downloaded Zoom to your computer, you'll be prompted to. So I'm going to open Zoom, and this is what we see. Okay, so this is my profile picture. So the meeting has already started. This is what you see. You have this little box here. That's the person who's holding the meeting. So you can test your speaker and microphone, which is what I recommend. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's asking if I hear a ringtone. Yes, I do. So now speak, 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 speak. I do. So now speak. Okay, I could hear myself, so I say yes, join with computer audio. So we still don't see the regular Zoom screen. That's because the video hasn't started. So I'm going to unmute my mic so that people can hear me. And now I'm starting the video. Okay, so this is good to do. See, I didn't start it right away. What if I was picking my nose or something? I was not. But here, if you go back here next to the video camera and go to video settings. So don't worry about most of this stuff, but mirror my video. See if I unclick that, that's, what everybody else sees. But now I'm seeing what, as if I were looking in a mirror. This is a fun one. I just found out about this one. Touch up my appearance. I think it just sort of softens the edges. So I'm going to leave that one on. This here is virtual backgrounds. This is what everybody's talking about. Right now I have no virtual background on, so you can see my cluttered, messy office slash bedroom. So there's some pictures that, images that Zoom already has for you that you can put in there. They even can put a video in there. Zoom has this one in there so you can pretend you're up in the mountains, and those are the northern lights behind me. You can make your own background. You can upload a photo, but I made this one in Canva. And I even made this one in Canva that moves. But if you're going to be doing this for a meeting, you may want to keep it professional and not too distracting. So I'll just be in the grass. I kind of like that. You don't have to see the clutter behind me. So that's pretty much all I'm going to show you here. We'll close out this. Okay, so here we are in the meeting. You can see that if I move my hands a lot, it doesn't work too well. But if I'm not moving around much, it works fine without a green screen. So you're going to have to play around with these yourself. But if you click on here, that's where you can see the chat. I open up this just to show you that here where the dots are, this is where you can say no one can chat or the host only. That would be you if you're hosting it. Again, this is only what you're going to see if you're hosting the meeting as far as being able to change that chat. You'll see this if you're in a meeting. There'll be the chat here. You can open up the chat window, things like that. So here's where you mute your mic. Say somebody starts talking behind you and you don't want the rest of the people in the meeting to hear. You will mute your mic. Let me know. Okay, maybe you could. So that's about all I'm going to do there. And I'm going to end my own meeting. Bye.
Creating and attending online meetings using Zoom can be very useful, especially with the coronavirus keeping so many of us at home. Whether you use Zoom professionally or personally, take some time to understand the settings, do a test meeting, and then start connecting.